Hello, my name is Riley Ruiz. This is Team24's What the Puck DP3 presentation. To start off, the team is confident that the final prototype is consistent with the mission statement and customer needs. Team24's What the Puck is a hockey puck launcher that dispenses pucks, and throughout the course of the semester, the team has created a final prototype, and through that, the customer needs, 3 have been identified and created within the product, and the rest are hoped to be iterated through other final concepts that would reach the market. So the 3 that have been created and put into the functioning prototype are cordless with a long battery life, easily transportable, and the user does not have to remove their gloves in order to start up the machine. The others that are more of a priority, that are going to be implemented at some point throughout the product development process, would be launching at different speeds, at different heights, and the machine is being able to swivel around. The gallery method organized the 8 concepts generated, and final solutions were successfully drawn. Additionally, 5 sub-functions and images were clearly identified and shown in this exercise. All images in the rainbow-colored boxes are the 8 concepts that were generated, and this is the concept generation table. The 5 sub-functions identified were the receive user input, launching the puck, fixing the machine, the housing thing to the ice, the housing material, how the puck is fed through into the device, and how it will be powered. And each of these were iterated in different ways to create concepts, and these were screened and scored. And following the feedback from the gallery method, the team screened and selected one final concept, which was modeled in NX. This is the final concept that was modeled in NX. This is the NX drawing. Isometric view is here. You can see the launching mechanism is here. This is a slot for the puck to slide out of, and this is the launching mechanism a little bit closer up, just so you can see some of the intricacies of it. Through concept screening and selection, it was clear to see that concept 6 was the one the team decided to make, and that was combined with concept 5. The parts taken from 5 was the wooden exterior, the spikes, and the power being a battery. The team is optimistic of the uniqueness of the product after reviewing patents that are related to What the Puck. So after reviewing and searching through Google Patent, it was clear to see that the product that the team has created is unique when it comes to the launching mechanism of the puck. Many of the patents already created have been identified as expired, except for one, which is this last one right here, and it is very different in every aspect of the product that the team has created. Conducting an FMEA helped the team understand the spring mechanism and the risk that comes with it, and it has the largest risk priority number, which is 144. This number is significantly larger than the other items on the table. So some of our other items, the team's other items, are spike feet, loading tube, and the Arduino. The spring mechanism is significantly larger in comparison to the RPN of the other items. The second one would be the loading tube getting a little bit clogged. But the spring mechanism has a lot of risk that comes with it, with the springs getting caught up, something happening with the cylinder that slides with the motor. There's just a lot of difficulties and risk that comes with that mechanism, and that was clearly identified and taken into account. After receiving quotes from Proto Labs of injection molding and 3D printing, the team evaluated potential materials and processes to minimize price. The price of injection molding was $14,747 to create the launching mechanism, while for 3D printing it would be $181.95. The team primarily used school materials materials from Ace Hardware and Lowe's and created the prototype with a goal of getting it under $80-ish. Following the Boothroyd-Dewhurst tables, the team constructed an approximate time for assembly, which was about 395 seconds. And per unit, the average cost for assembly would be $18. Per hour would be $300 for assembled pay rate, and the average first 100 units would be 302.52 seconds. The team confidently used NX to create an accurate product that the team is optimistic of construction. So on the left is the bottom view of the assembly with the lid off. You can see here these four corners represent the spikes. This is the overview of the final functioning prototype that was brought into class. This is the launching mechanism, the black piece. The white cylinder is where the puck falls through, that was made out of PVC. The housing material was made out of wood, and it was laser cut and assembled and held together by glue. The spring mechanism was fully 3D printed as one, which is that black base. This gray cylinder was 3D printed separately. The black rods, we got rods, metal rods from one of the hardware stores. The gray piece that slides back and forth was also 3D printed along with that pushing part. And similarly, these rods were also purchased at a hardware store. So the way the spring mechanism assembly works is the motor is attached at this far end. The motor will spin through the groove, and springs will be on those metal rods right there. And once the assembly is fully contracted, the motor stops and the springs push out. After they're fully compressed, they push out, and this whole contraption moves together and then slides out once the spring is no longer compressed. Some room for improvement when it comes to this is having some sort of switch device for when the puck falls through the tube. That is something that this final functioning prototype for class, that is a miss that the team had. The team is proud of the functioning prototype that has been created. The prototype creates a great guideline for the future of the product. You can see on the left, this is the final laser cut product, and the launching mechanism is right here. The Arduino would fall on top of this part, and the puck would exit through that hole. After reflecting on the product, the team decided a more powerful servo motor and less stiff spring would result in a higher functioning launch mechanism. So as stated earlier, the launching mechanism had an RPM of 144, and it is the biggest difficulty the team had when prototyping the device. The springs found at all the hardware stores that the team went to, they were all too stiff and did not fit the diameter of the rods. So that is one very big difficulty when it came to the launching mechanism. And the servo motor given with the Arduino kit was not strong enough to pull the springs and slide through that groove. Something else that was very important was how tight the 3D print was. And this rod mechanism here was glued a little bit crookedly, so the spring mechanism wasn't as smooth as the team had hoped for. However, it worked through demonstrations, and something to improve, as mentioned, would just be fixing those two aspects, and the puck would be able to launch a lot more smoothly. And that's it. Thank you.